Hi, today I'll be talking about minor and major pentatonics, one octave patterns, going up and down the entire fretboard. So I wrote out some exercises this morning, so just look below the description. I'll start off by playing through those, and then I have a couple ideas worked out, some improvising ideas, a kind of a jazzy bossa idea, and then maybe kind of a more fusion kind of idea. So that'll be it for today, the one octave patterns of minor and major pentatonic. Okay, so this will look at the PDFs. This will be the first set of diagrams, measures. This will be root 6, and I'll say each either E minor or F major. I'll say what they are, but I won't say the individual note names. Okay, so E minor pentatonic. So I wrote them as triplets, but I'll just pause in the middle. So F major. G major, A minor. So I'm going to skip the B half diminished. I'm just doing major and minor. Okay, so C major, D minor, and then E minor. Okay, now I'll go on to the next set of diagrams. This will be starting from the root 5. Okay, A minor, C major, D minor, E minor, F major, G major, A minor. Okay, now going to the root 4. Okay, so this would be on the second page of the PDF. D minor, E minor, F major, G major, A minor, C major, D minor. Okay, and now on the root 3, starting from the G major, top 3 strings, G major, A minor, C major, D minor, E minor, F major, G major. All right, so that's all the diagrams in it. Okay, so I'll just talk about a couple things that I've discovered. So the one thing is each of these, like for the minor pentatonics, it's very easy to find the blues note. So for A, here's your blues note, the E flat. All right, so that's going to be, and that's the same for the D, and then for the E. Yeah, and one of the things I kind of discovered as I was getting ready for this video, it kind of sounds interesting to play the regular scale up and the blues scale down. So if you went like, sounds kind of interesting. Now the pattern on the bottom 4 strings is going to be the same. So if I start with D, blues scale, there's your blues note, the A flat, E minor, and then A minor, and the open. All right, so that blues note you can add at your own discretion. Okay, so now on this set of strings, E flat is there. That's A minor, then D minor. You can go up to E here. And then E minor here. And then D minor open. Okay, and then here, the blues note is here, E flat. It's for the A minor, D minor, and then E minor. All right, so that's pretty typical, and then you just have to use your imagination and your discretion to add those as you wish. Now, one of the things I found really interesting, I've been doing a lot previously with the 6th diminished scale, Barry Harris 6th diminished. So when you do, if you're doing like C major, if you do starting from G, you have that note right there. Right. So if you take that and you apply it to each of the major pentatonics, you kind of have an interesting sound. So if I went here, so C major pentatonic, on the way down, adding in that flat at 9. So that's kind of an interesting sound. So the same thing here on the F major. I'm adding in that blues note, but here it's ending up being like the flat at 9, kind of like the what happens with the Barry Harris on the 5th mode of the C scale. So you'd have to go back and look at those videos of mine. Okay, then on the G, it's kind of an interesting sound. So if I was like on a G chord, F chord, C chord. Kind of an interesting sound. So, and then you can do the same thing in the other patterns. So I think what I'll do is I'll put the drum, this is DrumGenius, I'll put on a little bossa thing, and I'll just kind of mess with this a little bit, this idea of C, F, G, and I'll play this pentatonic, and I'll throw in that chromatic note, which you can think of as the blues note of the minor, or you can just think of it as a passing note from the second to the first note of the scale. 1, 2, 3, 4, 6. Kind of an interesting sound there. Okay, so all right, so there's the C there. There's that a blues note or that chromatic note. Then for the F, around the G major 7, F major 7 chord, and then here G. That's a G7 chord, and then C major 7 chord. All right, So that was kind of an interesting discovery. Okay, so I think I'll do the same thing here. So I'll go like C major 7, F major 7, yeah, just very basic progression, and then I'll use that chromatic passing note. So I don't have a lot of ideas worked out, but that's just a couple different ones. Okay, let's maybe work with some of the minors also. So how about, yeah, I'll just kind of do that typical progression: A minor, G, F, E minor, D minor, and then C. Actually, I'll start off just going like F major, E minor, D, C, throwing in some chords, and then kind of working with F major, E minor, D minor, and then C major. And I'll just kind of throw in those blues notes or chromatics at my discretion. 2, 3, 4. I just wanted to point out that one device worked really well, going from the F major 7 to the E minor. So that was just something I just kind of discovering as I'm presenting this video. So F major 7, is that F major 7? And that led into that E minor really well. All right, so I'll just do a little bit with these lower strings. So A minor, D minor, E minor, D minor, and then A minor. Okay, I'll just do like A minor, D minor, E minor, using these lower patterns. Two, three, four. Okay, that's just a couple ideas there. So there I went from this octave, A minor, to this octave, and I think I did the same thing here, D minor. Okay, so just a couple quick ideas for you. A minor, minor pentatonic, major pentatonic, have everything written out for you. So once again, as I often emphasize, it's up to your imagination to come up with some of your own ideas here. So I'll start wrapping things up here. So I think for the ending improvisation, I'm just going to do kind of a fusion-y kind of thing. This is kind of based around Stratus, Billy Cobham, drum jam, and I'll put a little delay on, little black, what's that called, small stone phase shifter, and just kind of see what happens. Okay, ending improvisation here, and we'll kind of see what I can come up with here. Okay, thanks for listening and watching, and have fun with these, learning these one octave major and minor patterns, adding the blues note, adding that extra flat at ninth, connecting the root and the second of the scale, and use these in your improvisations and compositions. Thanks for listening and watching.
Thank you.